155 million. This is the total number of channels that currently exist on YouTube. You know, 90% of these channels don't even reach 1,000 subscribers. When it comes to monetization, only 6% of channels actually earn money from their videos. Only 0.6% of channels get a YouTube Silver Play button. And literally less than 0.05% of channels. Which means that out of 1,000 channels, only one will have 1 million subscribers. Now, if seeing this data is making you feel demotivated or questioning your dream of becoming a YouTuber, stop right there. Because the journey of that 1% of successful channels also starts from zero, just like yours. The algorithm treats their videos the same way it treats yours. The only difference is that these creators focus on just 9 important things instead of listening to all the advice from around the world. As a YouTuber, I understood this when I applied these points to my videos, after which my channel started growing. But to understand these points, first you need to know what a successful YouTuber's journey looks like. It all starts with expectations. Expectations like YouTube is very easy. We just have to record and upload videos, and people will start watching. I just need one video to go viral and then the channel will grow by itself. Just 4,000 watch hours, and after that, it's only money. Because of these expectations, most people start their channels. Later, when they realize YouTube's reality, these same expectations demotivate them. Because you had thought everything would be very easy. The funny thing is that after this point, literally 99% of creators quit YouTube and only 1% keep going. But just because they didn't quit doesn't mean their problems end. That's when these creators start searching on YouTube, how to get more views, how to get more subscribers, how to get 4,000 watch hours, and so on. Now, as a YouTuber who creates growth content myself, I honestly believe you can learn a lot from these videos. But the problem comes when you watch these videos and don't apply the lessons. Understand this carefully. When your channel isn't growing, it's very easy for your brain to click on these how to grow on YouTube videos. Your homepage shows them, and your brain thinks maybe this time I'll finally find something to make my channel grow. And you click on that video. If you learn something from it and apply it, that's good. But most people watch one video and then start scrolling YouTube again. This cycle keeps repeating because your brain feels a sense of progress even though you're not actually making any real progress. On top of that, finding the right advice in YouTube growth videos is a challenge itself. Like, I won't name anyone, but many channels mislead you by saying, change 1 or 2 settings, and you'll go viral the next day. They never tell you the real reason why your channel is growing. They make these videos intentionally to confuse new creators so they keep watching their content. Even worse, some channels teach unethical ways to grow on YouTube. Like buying views and subscribers, using multiple accounts to watch your own videos, or copying other creators' content. At this point, only a few creators from that 1% survive these problems and actually apply the right advice. You might think all your problems are solved once you understand that a good thumbnail increases CTR or that good editing improves audience retention. But just knowing this doesn't mean you'll magically learn to make thumbnails or edit well. Improves audience retention. But just knowing this doesn't mean you'll magically learn to make thumbnails or edit well. The only way to learn these things is through experience, which requires sacrifices, ignoring haters, being consistent, and learning from every video. Basically, you have to do everything most creators aren't willing to do. And this is why 99% of channels will never grow on YouTube. Now, if you want to learn something from this entire journey, I would say focus only on these 9 takeaway points. Because these are literally the things that separate any successful YouTuber from 99% of people. Point number 1, set the right expectations. Always remember, many people want to become YouTubers, but very few want to make videos. And understanding this difference is very important. On the surface, it looks like you just need to record, edit, and upload videos. But in reality, making a single video involves so many steps that beginners usually ignore. Even after all that effort, you may have to watch poor performance multiple times before a video actually goes viral. You might think, I just need 4,000 watch hours. Then I'll have consistent income. Sadly, until your views reach hundreds of thousands, your earnings remain low. And if your monthly threshold isn't met, you might even have to wait until the next month for payment. I'm telling you all this because if you keep your expectations realistic and low from the start, every small achievement will motivate you instead of disappointing you. Also, with patience and the right mindset, you can last long-term while others have already given up. Number 2, don't quit too early. If you know a YouTuber whose first video went viral, chances are they weren't new to YouTube. For example, Saqlan Khan's first video went viral and now his channel has over 400k subscribers with only 9 videos. Seeing these numbers, many new creators might start a documentary channel thinking their first video will also go viral. What they don't know is that this wasn't his first channel. On his previous channel he had already made over 500 videos which perfected his skills in research, scriptwriting, camera presence, and editing. Number 3, apply what you learn. Before clicking on any YouTube growth video, ask yourself if you applied what you learned last time. Even if it means improving just 1% of any aspect in every video, that is progress. Number 4, find the right advice. As I mentioned, many channels misguide or confuse you about YouTube. It's not that you should completely avoid them, but watch out for common red flags like promises of instant monetization, buying views or subscribers, or constant algorithm hacks. You should avoid those channels. Here's a list of some genuine YouTube growth channels that create real content. You can check them out. Sometimes, even genuine advice may not suit your niche, so you need to use your own brain works for your audience. Now, before we move to point number 5, the most important to talk about the videos that are our sponsor today, an AI tool that can create full-length ready-to-publish videos on any topic text prompts. Unlike tools like Sora and Runway, which only generate individual clips, this AI tool can create full-length videos for YouTube, product ads, or even short films. Its version 3 includes all the previous capabilities plus generative AI features, making it 10 times more powerful. Using it is simple. Just go to the website, select version 3.0 to enable generative media, enter a prompt, or choose a workflow with ready-made templates for different types of videos. For example, I wanted to make an animated film, so I clicked on Template. First, I selected the video length. Then I set the topic and made sure to use only generated media so the entire video would be AI generated. You can also choose a style like Lego, Pixar, hand-drawn, and more. When we click Continue, the prompt writes itself. Finally, we click Generate Video, and it starts creating. It analyzes the prompt, generates a title, and asks a few questions about visual, audience, and platform. After answering about visual style, audience, and platform, simply click Continue. We get the result.
Hi there, I'm, just a little leaf. You know, the kind that, well, hangs out on trees mostly. My days were pretty simple. Sway in the breeze, soak up the sun, watch the world below. But then, one day, everything changed. The air got cooler and I started to feel different. I watched my friends let go and float away. It looked scary. I held on tight, but the wind kept tugging. What if I fell? What would happen to me? Suddenly, whoosh! I was flying or falling. It was terrifying and amazing. As I twirled through the air, I saw the world in a whole new way. It was beautiful. When I finally landed, I realized something incredible. This wasn't the end of my story. It was just the beginning of a brand new adventure. So remember, sometimes the scariest changes can lead to the most wonderful surprises.
You can always edit your video by entering text commands in the edit box. No need to touch the timeline. If a certain clip isn't good, click Edit to replace it with stock footage or upload your own media. You can even generate a new scene using AI for that part. In the music section, change background music. And in the script section, fully customize the script to match your content style. You can also clone your voice and translate it into over 50 languages to use in your videos. If you want, you can try this AI tool for free, but to use its generative capabilities, I highly recommend their generative plan starting at $100 per month. This saves hundreds of dollars you would otherwise spend on editing, animation, and other video production steps. Existing users can also buy generative seconds from the add-on section. Number 5. Stop trying to be unique. This is the biggest mistake new creators make. Beginners think they must be unique to grow. But that's the opposite. If you're just starting out, it's better to see what already works in your niche and copy it. When you try something unique, a video idea, title, thumbnail, or editing, you have no proof or data that it will work. Whereas following what's already working is like a roadmap that others have successfully used, increasing your chances of getting views. It doesn't mean you copy someone 1% bluntly. Think like an artist. Analyze all successful creators in your niche and note what's common in their content or style. This builds your foundation. Then add something that keeps the fundamentals the same but still makes it unique. This is called your USP, or unique selling point. Your USP can be your personality, your way of explaining things, or a special mascot or avatar for your brand, literally anything that separates you from others. Number 6. Define a niche. If you haven't decided on a fixed niche for your channel or get confused when asked what kind of videos you make, chances are you're creating videos for yourself, not an audience. If YouTube is just a hobby for you, that's fine, but without a defined niche, your channel won't grow. Number 7. The 80-20 rule. This rule says that 80% of results come from just 20% of your actions. On YouTube, making a video involves many steps, research, script, recording, editing. Even though making a video involves many steps, only 20% of them are responsible for 80% of the results. That 20% includes your video idea, title, thumbnail, which is called packaging, and the intro hook, the first 30 seconds of the video. Number 8. Stay consistent. Consistency is the only way your video creation skills will improve, and the algorithm always favors consistent creators. Finally, number 9. Change your niche. Sometimes, you may be doing everything right, but your niche is holding you back from growth. For example, your niche might be highly competitive, or your current knowledge and skill set might be more useful in another niche. Some niches also have very small audiences, so even top creators get few views. Entering a new niche lets you see YouTube from a fresh perspective, making content creation more fun and exciting.